It costs money to get fresh air in this place. People work their butts off just to get a few more breaths of clean oxygen. At fancy parties, rich ladies don't sip wine anymore. They pop open a bottle of vintage fresh air instead. The guy who made a fortune by monopolizing air is actually the town's crooked mayor. When he found out a boy had the last seed on Earth and that it could ruin his business, he strapped himself in and jumped out of his hot air balloon office with his bodyguard. But he ended up slamming right into a car. Meanwhile, George's family took the elevator to the rooftop. When the mayor spotted them, he pulled out some launcher thing and a massive fan kicked on instantly.
Whoa! Oh, really?
Oh no! Hey.
Blasting the seed right out of their hands. The seed accidentally landed in a water bucket, but the bodyguard knocked all the buckets out of the truck. They went rolling down the hill like crazy. The mayor finally grabbed one but got his hand stuck in it.
What the?
He shouted for his bodyguard to help him. Right then, George and his family rushed over. Grandma hooked the bucket with her cane and yanked it away. Once they had the seed back, they rushed to the town square to plant it. But the grass there was all fake, just plastic. Not a single patch of real dirt. Grandma had a brilliant idea. She climbed into a nearby excavator and knocked over the mayor's statue. That's when some real soil finally spilled out. Just as George was about to plant the seed, the townspeople started yelling at him. Nobody cared to hear him out. The mayor stepped in and stirred up the crowd, saying trees would bring ants and bees, harm their kids, and mess up the environment. These folks had never seen a real tree, so they totally bought it. They surrounded George's family, demanding he hand over the seed. At the critical moment, a young girl stood up. She said trees do something called photosynthesis that produces fresh oxygen. With trees, they'd never have to pay for air again. But no one knew what photosynthesis even meant. So George fired up the excavator and crashed through the town wall.
Hey, excuse me, watch out!
The people who'd never left the town were stunned by the wasteland outside. George climbed on top of the truck and showed everyone the seed. He said this was humanity's last shot. With trees, there'd be endless fresh air again. The mayor kept twisting the truth, but by then the people knew what was right. The bodyguard dragged the mayor away without mercy. In the end, George planted the seed and poured water on it while everyone watched. Plant a tree every year, and you'll get a forest of shade. Keep planting for generations, and the forest will thrive forever. Protecting the environment is everyone's job.